Oh, hell no!
So, I'm back, finally. Surprisingly, even. I have something spicy to talk about today. Maybe a bit too spicy for YouTube. Hopefully not. I'd like to talk about freedom of sexual expression and adult culture in media and if it's a bad thing. So let's get into this. Adult culture, as we all know, is a pretty big part of media, specifically in content creation and VTubing in these past years.
I'm just a little guy, and it's not even like I could shove it up my ass, but like the L part, like the actual grip would be a problem.
It's entering because we all know that sex sells. It's pretty on the nose thing. Some chicks and dudes can't handle when they see something they like, whether it be Black Swan from Star Rail, Legoshi from Beastars, or something revealing in general. To be honest, it doesn't even have to be revealing. Some of you gooners just sexualize anything, or goon anything. Now, not all of us are like this. I myself am somewhat a ace in the hole, but I digress. Moving on, I'd like to talk about how it may have a negative effect, or if it actually does have a negative effect at all on media, and if there's too much of it on the internet and too much freedom when it comes to that type of expression. It's okay to find things hot, intriguing, enticing, if you will. We all do, but there's time and place. Some viewers love their spicy moments on stream, others may not. I personally don't really care for them. It's not really my thing. I think that if you're a lewdtuber or someone who enjoys lewd media / jokes or content, it's perfectly okay to do so, as long as you understand that there's a line between liking lewd media, liking media in general, and liking adult culture. There's also the bad side of it, which is fetishization, disrespectful comments, or disrespecting people's identities, genders for your own, which you like to get off to, and not respecting people's boundaries, as well as how people see lewdtubers or people who make content more geared towards mature audiences as nothing but objects of obsession, and not seeing the human behind that content, the human behind that creation, the people who work hard to give you content. There's a lot of you cretins and just gross ass weirdos out there who just goon all day and night, and that's all you care about. You don't care about boundaries, you don't care about anyone, you don't care about anything. You care about your crippling porn addiction. You create a negative aura around adult culture and adult stuff in the media, the spiciness, and you seize the opportunity to taint media or fan bases with your chronic coon brain addiction. You'll sexualize a goddamn car's headlights if you could. Fetishization doesn't stop there. Let's say, for example, a pilot comes out. Let's use Digital Circus for an example. Since it is a piece of media, let's step away from content creators for a second. We'll get back to that in a second. A lot of you people who like Digital Circus, I respect you. You know, I like Digital Circus, but then there's you weirdos. Specifically when it comes to the character known as Pomni. When Digital Circus dropped, all I saw on YouTube, all I saw on Twitter was Coomer clickbait and the immediate fetishization of Pomni. Like, look at this.
You what?
What am I looking at? Wait, these are YouTube thumbnails! What is this? Y'all will literally just taint any piece of media you get your hands on. And let's not even talk about how some of you be treating these content creators, these VTubers you so much love and care about, and oh, they're your Oshi. Cry me a river, dude. I personally think that a lot of you are very two-faced with it and you don't understand personal boundaries, but I also think going into this, there needs to be a balance between the adult media and adult culture and how it's spread. There needs to be a mediation, a medium, a line. Yeah, we have wholesome and say-so content, but it's also one thing to realize that adult culture, adult stuff in media has been too easily accessible in these past years and too far spread. I get it. It's the freedom of sexual expression. That should totally be allowed. But it's also, is there too much freedom? I've seen it to the point where some content creators and creators or VTubers think they can't grow or won't grow unless they open up that can of worms and take a crack at being lewd or subjective. It's a little disheartening to see, especially seeing how some of you viewers, quote unquote fans, treat these streamers that you like. you will say some of the most egregious things, and it's genuinely concerning. You people don't think before you say anything half the time. The amount of time I've seen someone say in a female VTubers chat some shit like, I'm gonna argue with you, or this one's for the breeding room, or I'd love to breed your model. It's crazy. That is genuinely weird. How do you go into another human's chat and say that? It's genuinely disturbing. You're talking to someone else that is a living, breathing human behind. Maybe you should, chill out, go outside, sniff some flowers, go camping. Do something good to cleanse your mind. I'm not even going to get started on how some male VTubers treat female VTubers in the community, because there's a lot of you creeps out there that keep doing really fucking heinous shit and then thinking you can get away with it just because, oh guys, look at me, I'm this. Like, that's wrong. In no shape or form you blame how you are for your actions. Oh, I'm this way, I'm so-and-so, so I can do this. No, that's not how that works, and it will never work that way. In the VTubing community these past years, I've seen that the community has become super openly sexual, hyper with it. In these hyper overly sexual interactions, we perceive them as friendly. And personally, I don't really think those are normal friendly conversations. Normal friendly ways of acting with one another. It's okay for the freedom of sexual expression to be out there, but it's also one thing for it to be, toned down. Maybe ask somebody, how are you? How's your day? I'd like to get into TikTok for a second, because TikTok is also a place where I see people just letting the degeneration of their brain cells just absolutely loose, and they take the thing of too much freedom a little bit too far. They're like, oh, we have freedom of free expression, and then they take it too far. The amount of times I'll see somebody say, game is game, or great googly moogly, God can't stop me from pulling out. It's pink. I know it's pink. Does it grip? Ew.
You nasty ass bastard!
Do you even read what you're typing? I get it. You're behind a screen. No one knows who you are. You can say this with no digital footprint, quote unquote. And y'all can just say this shit. Female commenters on TikTok are also pretty bad them damn selves. With just the 2 fingers. Kafka, just the strap pleats. Open fold. No. How about you close that fold, ma'am? How about you go take a shower? I know it stinks. That was a bit rude. I apologize. I get it. The characters, the VTubers, it's enticing. But maybe learn to be respectful about it. And also don't cross people's boundaries or just be straight up lunatics about it. There's a lot of bad actors. Recently, I'm not going to talk about it, but there were some bad actors on Twitter and in the VTubing community doing some pretty heinous shit, somewhat, which are actual crimes. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but a lot of you, not just fans and viewers, but a lot of you people in the VTubing fandom don't really understand that you have to be a normal person, quote unquote. You can't just go, I'm behind this character, I don't know what it's like. I believe the reason why it gets this bad and people do the things they do in this community is because once they start to get that fame attached, they've never had that amount of attention before, that type of love and care, and they believe that they can have all these interactions or hypersensual interactions and it be perceived as normal. This is how we are in the VTubing community among adults. This is how we joke around. This is how things go. This is how things work. And personally, I think that there's a lot of weirdos and creeps who take it just too far and make people uncomfortable, do things that are viewed as wrong.
Nigga, you gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
I've seen so many viewers, genuinely creepy, scary ass people be like, yeah, I'm gonna try to meet you at TwitchCon, or I'm gonna follow you back to the hotel, your hotel room type of creepiness. And it's genuinely scary. It's genuinely disturbing. It's hard to be in this community. VTubing really isn't a community. It's more of a content medium with a communities inside of it. And I'd say VTubing is very much an industry. And how people perceive lewd content is how they perceive it. Freedom of sexual expression is an important thing. It's important for a lot of people. And to the people who are also hating on people who, Express it, I kind of L-man, L-woman, If you don't want to support lewd streamers, lewdtubers, honey streamers, don't do it. Support wholesome ones instead. Stop complaining, stop blaming your side that you're not growing because you're not like that. And going into it, that being said, being lewd isn't really much of an accomplishment either. You know, you can hate on me for this, but I don't really see any bravery behind it. Get your bag.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Basing your entire personality off of it, you're either going to get one of two things. You're going to get people being uncomfortable around you, or you're going to get, you know, the, hey, you're a lewdtuber? I'm going to say really weird stuff in your chat and you have to deal with it. And I get it. You attract the energy you give off. If you're a lewdtuber just trying to live your best life, get your bag. Yeah, you're going to attract a bunch of weirdos. Am I saying that you deserve these weirdos and these creepy ass motherfuckers in your DMs and in your chat? No, you don't deserve that. It's messed up, you know. Really talking about it, you know, VTubing isn't black and white as many people may think. Like, with the freedom of sexual expression, it's not just, ooh, I'm horny, or I'm say-so, or I'm lewd. It's nuanced beyond that. And you would be a fool to think otherwise, really, you know. Personally, really thinking about it, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the freedom of sexual expression in adult culture has ruined media. I don't think it's ruined content creation. I do think that we need to put more of a line and be more professional. We are all trying to make content and, you know, be content creators, if you want to be serious about it. And I think we really need to draw back and really think, is this how we want this community / industry to be? To be honest, I don't think we should. We all need to respect each other. And if you don't like something, you need to move on. And if you do like something, you know, do you. Don't blame lewdtubers or hypersexual VTubers for, you know, the pieces of shit or nasty ass cretins in our community. Don't, because there's a lot of people in this industry that get found out to be genuine horrible people. And the minute you start going to go victim blame people, that's not okay. At the end of the day, we're all VTubers trying to get a bag, trying to make content, trying to chill and do our best. We're all people making content or media. And to be honest, there should be complete freedom of sexual expression. But I think there needs to be a set of levels to it, if you get what I'm saying. To where, hey, I'm not really doing too much, but I'm also not doing too little. Just a middle ground. We're all trying to do the same thing here. And it's not a bad thing, you know? Put in hard work, get what you put out, you know? At the end of the day, be a good person. Don't be a sex pest. Don't be a sexual deviant. Don't go into people's DMs being the disgusting cretin. Don't do actual crimes to people because, I'm this, and I can do this because I can't control this. Don't do that. Just be a good human, and maybe consider hitting that like and subscribe button if you like content like this. And, you know, this has been EzraXero signing off. Drink some water while you're at it. Peace.